Hey. Okay, so I'm waiting for this to all kick on. It says it's going live, but I don't know that we're connected yet. So we'll just give it a minute or two and make sure that that happens. All right. I can see it looks like we're on. I see at least one person. So, hi, my name is Megan, and I'm going to take a few minutes today to walk you through the rental process here with Remax Incline. And I know that you're going to jump on and you're going to have questions about our listings. I get it. That's what everybody wants to talk about. But first, we are going to talk about what the actual process is like. And then as we go along, we will talk about the actual units that we have on or have open. So leave all those to the end. I'll skip over those questions and we'll hit them back on the back side. So, hi, hello, hello. Make sure I'm scrolling down. Oh, I got several hellos. All right, making sure that that stays where it's supposed to. And I can see everything is coming up. Okay, so the rental process with our office, I think, is pretty simple. Um, it's pretty standard. You've got an application, the application process, approvals or denials, putting in your security deposit, and choosing your move-in date. And those are the things that we need to talk about. First of all, just to hit a couple housekeeping things. If you are watching us on Facebook, I'm assuming that you are following our property management page, which is right here, which is facebook.com, or I've in the search engine. If you just put Cincy Red, Cincired, that's going to bring up our property management page, and that is going to have all of our latest listings. That's where you're going to see things like our Facebook Live videos that we do tours of. You're going to see that information. It's the first place you're going to see those listings put onto Facebook. So we'll get listing documentation signed. It'll go into MLS and it gets posted on Facebook. Those are the things that we do. And it always happens the same way. So make sure that you're following that page. We also have other pages available. Let's see. Available rental houses and apartments in Cincinnati. That is pretty much just a standard page. Anybody who has rental properties in Cincinnati can post on there. Anybody, it doesn't matter. If you are an owner and you are looking for tenants, feel free to post on that page. We do everything that we can to keep the spam out. Sometimes we will have issues with people doing like the Cash App stuff or the drawings, all that stuff gets deleted. You post it, you share it, you're going to get deleted. You're going to get banned from the page, you're going to get deleted, and everything you've ever put on there is going to go away. So, the other thing that we do, the other page we manage is going to be this Section 8 rental page. That's only units that are accepting vouchers. If it's a voucher unit that you're looking for, that's the place to be. That's the only thing that we post there, and it's really the only thing we allow anybody else to post there. A lot of times voucher holders are helping out voucher holders, and that's by sharing information. It's going to be, hey, my owner accepts my landlord accepts vouchers, we've got units open, you should call and put in an application. We will have people do screenshots of the Go Section 8 website. We'll have all of those things pop up on that page, and that's the nice thing about it is everybody knows that everybody that's there is looking for the same kind of housing, and they do what they can to help each other out. So that's a good page for you to follow if you are a voucher holder. Even if you're not a Section 8 voucher holder, if you have another subsidy program, Excel, Shelter Plus, Bethany, that's also a good place because a lot of times when one owner accepts one, they'll accept all of them. That might not be the case, but it's a good chance. If it's a newer voucher program, we can work with those. Those are just questions that we'd have to ask them before we could do approvals. I have, this is sticking, it's like freezing. I don't know if it's doing that for you or not. I don't know why it's doing it all of a sudden, but it has started. Is anybody else having that problem or is it just me? Is it just what I'm seeing? Because it might not be true. It could just be my computer. I think my computer hates me. Um, I don't think it's a fan. So anyway, the steps in renting with us are easy. We have open houses. if you do not have an approved application through us, if you've not applied beforehand, an open house is how you're going to see a unit. An open house is how you can get an application. You can also come to our office and get them. But if you're just at the beginning of the process, an open house is not a bad place to start. Go to the open house. The agent that's there is going to be able to give you an application. They're going to answer any of your questions while you're there. Application fee is $20. You have to have your ID and pay stubs if you're going to put them in at that moment. And you can apply on the spot. You can apply right there. Let's say you walk in and you're like, oh my goodness, I really love this apartment. I think I want to put my application in. You can do it right then. All agents do it a little bit different. If I'm there, I know that I will do Venmo, Cash App, any of those to get the application fee. I'm fine with all of that. None of that bothers me. I can scan. I have an app on my phone that allows me to scan things. I can do that. I can scan your ID. I can scan your pay stubs. That way none of it leaves your possession. And we're going to talk about our rental criteria in a little bit, and we're also going to talk about paying that deposit. So let's get a move on. Okay, can somebody tell me if this is sticking for them, because it's driving me nuts. Oh, it's just me. I just saw that. Okay, great. Okay. Open houses are held weekly, usually on Saturday or Sunday. Occasionally, we will have some on Friday afternoons. Occasionally, there might be some during the week. Chances are they're going to be Saturday and Sunday. Normally, anywhere from like 10 to 2 or 3. They're going to happen all over the place. Sometimes they're at the same time. We have multiple leasing agents in our office, and I think, let's say Sunday's a really good example, because on Sunday we have 3 different open houses going at the same time with 3 different agents. So you got to really pay attention to the listing that you're the most interested in and get out there. You apply one time, that application is good for all of our units. So it's not just an application per property. One application covers everything that RE/MAX Incline has on the market. The thing to remember is the dates and times change every week. Just because it's at 11 o'clock this Saturday does not mean that same property will be at 11 o'clock next Saturday. So because we post and because we're constantly promoting the properties that we have, oh man, Rhonda, I'm sorry. It's really annoying. I don't know, like I said, I don't know why it's doing it all of a sudden. I've not had any issues. At all. I think the last time I ended up going live from another laptop because it kept doing this. So anyway, so when you're looking and you're seeing that there is there's a house that you want to see, make sure you're checking the date and the time of that open house. Definitely make sure you're paying attention to the date. Occasionally we'll have somebody come to us and say, hey, I'd really like to see this apartment, and the listing is from 5 years ago. It's not going to be available. Sometimes they don't even manage those properties anymore. So definitely make sure that you're checking the date and the time on those. Follow our Facebook pages. It's the first place you're ever going to see anything listed in Facebook. When you come to an open house, be prepared. Bring your application fee, your ID, and your proof of income. An application is not considered complete until all of those things are in. Let's say that you are at an apartment and there are 7 or 8 people that are there, and 4 of them are like, can I have an application? And everybody's standing around in the kitchen, and they've got their pens and they're filling out their applications. They can hand over their application. But if it doesn't have their ID, it's not considered a complete application, which means it's not going to get processed. So you want to make sure that you have all of the information that you need there. We don't do private viewings unless you already have an approved application on file. We talk about pre-approval a lot. Apply ahead of time. You get, you see a unit that looks great to you. Sometimes you can get a showing ahead of time. You'll be assigned a leasing agent if you haven't chosen one. You can contact them and say, hey, I'm approved for this unit for this, I'm approved for this size of a unit for this much money. And though I'd really like to see it, and they can do what they can in their schedule to get you into that showing. We try to do a quick turnaround on the processing. That's 3 to 4 days. Unfortunately, if you have an RTA, your wait is going to be a little bit longer. The Housing Authority is moving quite slow since everything pretty much moved remote. There's really not rapid RTA anymore. Everything is taking the standard time. So that's taking a little bit longer. Okay. Rental criteria. We do things a little bit different. We, instead of, the standard is pretty much for qualifying income, for an apartment, you need 2 times the rent, and for a single family home, you need 3. We don't do credit checks. We don't. One of the ways that we expect 3 times the rent for an apartment and 4 times for a single family. And one of the reasons why we can do that is because we don't credit check. It also gives us a lower eviction rate, which is something that our owners want to see. It's what we want to see. So we do expect there to be more income on the front end. If you have evictions on your record, okay, if they're dismissed, there you go. The thing that gets a lot of people is this: you cannot owe a previous landlord money. If you owe a previous landlord money, I've come across this here recently several times. You have a judgment. So let's say that somebody got an eviction against you, and it says, when I pull up the clerk of courts, it says eviction default judgment for plaintiff. That's what it says. It says that the eviction has gone through, and then it has a dollar amount. It says that you owed them X amount of dollars. Let's say that landlord has died. You would need to take the steps to get that dollar amount basically dismissed or removed from what it says that you owe. If you have a landlord and you've paid them off, we would need proof of that payment, and we really do want you to have it submitted to the court so you can have a file stamped copy from the clerk. We see this with write-offs with the Housing Authority. It really needs to have been filed. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking to see something that shows that you have paid, that it has been removed, and that the court system no longer expects you to have it paid. We do run a background check. Obviously, things can be case by case. There are some hard no's. We do not rent to registered sex offenders. That's definitely a no. I know people ask about felonies all the time. It is case by case. It's going to depend on the age. It's going to depend on your age when it happened. It's going to depend on, has it been 2 years? Has it been 20 years? And it's going to also depend on the type of charge. So those are all things that we look at. It's all case by case. So I can't give you a definite yes or a definite no. Unfortunately, it's one of those, like, you're going to have to apply. We're going to have to run it. We're just going to have to see how things lay out. Again, no credit checks. This is just the main criteria. It might not be everything that we look at. We do a landlord reference. We review everything individually. Those are the things that we look for, the main things. Definitely make sure that you're answering truthfully on your application. If you say, no, I've never been convicted of a felony, and we can see that 2 years ago you were convicted of a felony, that doesn't look good. Just put it out there. We're going to find it anyway. You just need to let us know. We offer all of our units without regard to race, color, religion, national origin, sex, disability, or familial status. We don't care about any of those things. That makes no bearing on a decision as to whether or not you qualify for a unit through us. Each adult has to apply. Even if you say, well, it's just my son, he's only 19, it doesn't matter. Anybody the age of 18 or older would need to apply. That's an individual application fee for each one of them. We only allow cats in apartments. Single family homes, obviously it is up to the owner. We do have some owners that do not allow any pets. Single family homes are typically dog friendly. We do not have breed restrictions. There is a non-refundable pet deposit that you pay. Obviously, emotional support and service animals are not included in that. No. It really, we have to have the supporting documentation about that. Again, that's an individual case by case thing. I saved this last one for last. Applicants must be employed and be able to provide proof of income. Proof of income is not someone typing into Word, company name at the top, Megan Moore works for my company. I pay her $15 an hour, 40 hours a week. Done. That's not proof of income. That's not an offer letter. That's nothing. We need to see taxable income. Taxable income. I know that a lot of us do different things to make ends meet. I do not have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with those of you that do hair, that do nails, all of these things that you're doing on the side to make ends meet. I get it. But if it's not taxable income, then it's not income that I can use to calculate your rent. If you are completely self-employed, let's say that you own cleaning companies are big. Let's say that you own a cleaning company and you are the owner. We would need to see your personal taxes. That's what we're looking at. It doesn't even matter. Let's say you are a real estate agent. Let's say you're a real estate agent and you are looking for an apartment. Obviously, most real estate agents we're all making commission. Those things we would need to see your taxes. So if it was me, I would have to show my personal taxes to someone that says, hey, this is what my income looks like for the year, and then they would use that. So that is something that we deal with it a lot, and that's because we know that you're making your ends meet. We know you could pay your rent, but we need to see taxable income to make that happen. You've been approved. Now what? What happens after you've been approved? After you've been approved, if you have not, let's say you can come to our office Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and you can put in an application. And that application is good for any unit that we have open. You're going to put it in, and we're going to say, hey, you've been approved for a one-bedroom apartment up to $900. So it doesn't even matter if it's a one bedroom. And normally we're looking at the minimum number of bedrooms that you can have. So let's say you're a family of three. A family of three is going to require you to have a 2-bedroom. So let's say you're just one. You're by yourself. It's just you in the apartment or the house. It could be you have to have minimum of a 1-bedroom, and the maximum amount of rent that you can pay is $900. So if we've got a 2-bedroom for $900, you can take that 2-bedroom for $900. That's fine. So let's say that you get pre-approved and it says we're going to use, let's say we'll use Elliott. 717 Elliott is a unit that came on market this week. Let's say that I, Megan Moore, put my application in 5 weeks ago. So our applications are good for 6 months. Let's say that I put my application in 5 weeks ago. I was approved for a 1-bedroom apartment up to $700 a month. That's what I have. $700 a month for a 1-bedroom. And let's say that 717 Elliott is running for $675. Well, that $675 falls within my approval, right? So I call my listing agent or my leasing agent. Let's say that I call Jordan up and I say, hey, Jordan, it's Megan Moore. I was approved a few weeks ago. You're my leasing agent. I would really like to see this apartment on Elliott. And Jordan says, I can definitely get you in. What time works for you today or tomorrow? And I say, well, let's see it today at 5 o'clock. Can you do 5 o'clock today? And Jordan says, great, I will meet you there. So I meet Jordan at Elliott today at 5 o'clock. I walk in and I'm like, wow, I love this unit. I love the carpet. I love the layout of the kitchen. I want this apartment. This apartment is mine. I've already been approved. What do I need to do? This is what you need to do. Jordan is going to email the office and he is going to say, hey, Megan Moore is interested in 717 Elliott. She's been approved. She just saw the unit. Please put her in a 24-hour window. What that means is in that 24-hour window, nobody else can put down a security deposit. That security deposit is mine. Or wait, I'm sorry. For that 24 hours, nobody else can put down a security deposit. So let's say at 2 o'clock tomorrow, I put down my security deposit and it's, yes, the apartment is mine. Pick a move-in date. I'm going to pick a move-in date. Let's say that I go look at this apartment at 5 o'clock tonight and I love this apartment. And Jordan goes, okay, I'm going to put you in a 24-hour window. He emails the office. The office goes, great, Megan's in a 24-hour window. That 24-hour window happens. Let's say that, so today is Wednesday. It's Wednesday at 5, right? So that's when my 24-hour period starts. It ends Thursday at 5, right? So let's say I come into the office on Friday at 8 o'clock or 8:30. At 8:30, there is no deposit in the box. Nobody has talked to me. But at the same time, somebody else has seen the unit and they call at let's say they call at 10 o'clock on Friday morning and they're like, I really want to get into that unit at Elliott. Is it still available? Well, guess what? It is, because my 24-hour window is over. So somebody says, I've got the deposit in my hand. I'll be there in an hour. If you've seen the unit, if you've already been approved and you qualify and you've already seen the unit, that's what can happen. So they're going to put you in a 24-hour window. They're going to say, okay, you got 24 hours to come pay your deposit. So that happens at 10 o'clock. Say it happens at 10 o'clock. Me, Megan Moore, I come in at 11 o'clock. And I'm like, hey, here's my security deposit. What happens? I don't get a unit because somebody else is already in their 24-hour window. I missed mine. And so somebody else has come in and said, nope, she shuffled her feet. She lost her seat. I'm taking the apartment. I'm out. So that's why this is very important. You need to have your deposit ready. Once you are approved and you're looking and you're serious about it, it's kind of the same thing as if you're a home buyer. If you're a home buyer and you're looking, what is one of the things you have to pretty much have ready when you start putting an offer down? Your down payment. You have to have a plan to pay the down payment. Be better if you had down payment in your hand. It's the same thing with security deposit. So you're going to pay your security deposit and then the unit is yours and you're going to pick your move-in date. You're going to pay that security deposit in a money order or a cashier's check. We don't take personal check. We never take cash. Don't fill it out. You make that money order out to Remax Incline. You're going to be very disappointed because we're going to hand it back to you. And we're going to say, you're going to have to take it back because you can't make that out to us. It has to be made out to whatever the owner's name is. So definitely leave it blank. Definitely bring a money order or cashier's check. Don't make it payable to us. It's the worst thing you can do. And you're going to bring it to our office. And then you set your move-in date. After you pay that security deposit, you have 30 days to move in. So a lot of times it's, well, I can't come up with it all at once. That's fine. You don't have to. So yeah, that's what you're going to do. Remember, we only accept cashier's check and money order for the deposit in the first month's rent. After that, we will take personal check. Never take cash. We never take cash. Never make it payable to us. It's always going to be payable to the owner. This is big. It's in red letters right here. Deposits are non-refundable. We're not going to give you your deposit back. That's why you have to look at an apartment before we will let you put that security deposit down. So we have people that want to put down a security deposit all the time, never seeing the unit. That's not going to happen. You need to see the unit, then you put down the security deposit. Because if you put down the security deposit and then see the unit, you're like, I ain't living there. You're out $600 or $700 or $800 or more. We're not giving you that security deposit back. It says it on our application. The other thing to remember, since we're talking about this, application fees, not refundable. If you put in an application and you are not approved, I don't know what to tell you. You're not getting your money back. That money pretty much covers the cost of us running the report. We're not making money off of application fees. We're just not. We have a very low application fee compared to what a lot of companies are out there with. It's $20. You're not getting it back. It says on the back of the application fee and security deposits are non-refundable. So do not act shocked when I say, no, you're not getting either of those things back because they're both non-refundable. We put it in writing when we tell you, non-refundable. It's all non-refundable. So don't be surprised. Once you move in, you're not going to call that leasing agent unless you get to the point where after your lease is up, you want to move. You want to move to a different unit, or maybe you want to buy. If you are already a tenant of Remax Incline and you are interested in buying, you can reach out to that leasing agent that put you in place, and they can help you buy your first home. You can reach out to the office and we can have that conversation with you about purchasing that first home. That would be fun. I'd love to do it. Give us a call. But as far as rental payments and repairs to the units and emergencies, all of that runs through the property management. It does not run through the leasing agent. And so that's something important for you to remember. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is talk about the units that we have available. I am pulling up the listings now. The first one I see on my list is going to be 1406 Forest Avenue. Forest Avenue is in Middletown. It is a 1-bedroom on the first floor. It's been remodeled. Very cute apartment. It is renting for $625. They will accept voucher on that property. It is not Hamilton County. So if you have a Hamilton County voucher or Hamilton County payment assistance program, it's probably not going to work for that unit. There is an open house at that property. I'm the one doing it and I still have to look. It is at 1:00 on Sunday. Sunday at 1:00. I'm doing the open house there for Forest Avenue. If you look to the side, they are putting the links to the listings. The next one I have is 717 Elliott. It is a 1-bedroom in Arlington Heights. It is renting at $625 a month. It was just listed this week on Tuesday. That open house is happening on Saturday from 1 to 1:30. The next one I have on the list is 2704 Cypress Way. That is in Norwood. This is a property that rents pretty fast. If you are an approved applicant in a 1-bedroom up to $850 or more, it's probably one that you're going to want to check out. Like I said, it rents really fast. 2704 Cypress Way, apartment number 4. That open house is on Saturday from 12 to 12:30. The Cypress open house and the Elliott open house are going to be with Crystal. She will be there for those. If you have questions about any of our other listings, definitely ask Crystal. She's fabulous. She'll be able to help you out. We have the only single family on our list is going to be 2845 Lehman Avenue. That is a single family home. It is a 5 or a 6-bedroom. It's registered with the auditor as a 6-bedroom. It is renting at $1,600 a month. That open house is with me on, no, I'm sorry. It's not with me. It's with Robbie. It's with Robbie on Sunday from 12 to 12:30. I have 2550 Harrison Avenue, apartment number C1. That is a 3-bedroom apartment. It is accepting vouchers and it is renting at $1,100 a month. There is not an open house scheduled on that property. If you have an interest in it, make sure you come in, put your application in. Once you get approved, we should be able to get somebody to show that to you. But right now, it does not have an open house. But don't let that stop you from applying. 8240 Clara is where we are, and you can put that application in. 2606 Montana. I have apartments number 3 and 4. Those are both 1 bedrooms. Renting at $625 and $650. Apartment number 4, I believe, is at $625, and yeah, apartment number 3 is listed at $650. And we have 7122 Middleton Way. It is up in Mason. It is a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 5-bedroom, 3-bath, single family home. It is renting right now at $3,500 a month. It's right about 2,800 square feet, beautiful home. There is an open house there with me on Sunday from 12 to 12:30. So I will be there for that. If you have any interest or know anybody who has interest, please send them my way. And I honestly, I think right now that is what we have. I know that there are a lot of people looking. If you are an owner and you're watching, we are always looking for new inventory. As you can tell, our inventory is on the low side, but we always have things that are coming in and coming on and off market. We do have a tendency to rent things fairly quickly, and part of that is because our inventory is a little bit lower, but also because we have a lot of people looking. There are a lot of people in Cincinnati that are looking for new places to live. And if you're an owner, I don't really think that there's much of a reason for you to have a whole lot of vacancies. So give us a call if you're looking for help with your rentals. Give us a call if you're looking for a place to rent. And I know that anybody in the office would be more than happy to help you do that. If you come by the office Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, and you go to fill out that application, you will rub elbows with Crystal, a different Crystal. There are 2 Crystals in the office now. She is our new front desk employee. She's fabulous. She's very friendly, and she will help you get that application submitted, and she'll take all of your information. They're also okay, so on Cypress, there are 2 doors. When you're looking at the front of the building, you can see I'm trying to get into the video. I put it over too far. So when you pull up the Cypress, it's 1 building, 2704 Cypress, 1 building. And when you walk down the stairs, it kind of cascades both directions. To get to unit 4, you're going to go to the left. You're going to go to the left and then up 1 flight of stairs, and it's on the left. That's where you're going to go for Cypress. Our office is not opened on the weekends. We are here 8:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. Our office address is 8240 Clara Avenue. We are in Colerain. We're right off of Ronald Reagan, pretty much at the corner of Colerain and Galbraith. That's where we are. Yes, the open house Saturday is at Cypress. I've already forgotten the time. Oh, excuse me. Cypress is 12 to 12:30 on Sunday. All right. Do we have any other questions? I'm kind of a little bit short because the skipping of the video is kind of driving me nuts. So, anybody have any other questions? If you have questions that I've not answered, feel free to comment on the video. We'll do the best we can to circle back to it. Message us on the Remax Incline property management page. Again, put Cincy Red, CINCI Red in the search bar, and it'll bring you up. We don't have an open house scheduled on Harrison Avenue. If you have an approved application, reach out to your leasing agent. If you aren't familiar or sure who your leasing agent is, email frontdesk@inclinehome.com. That's going to be the best way to get updates on an application or clarification as to who your leasing agent is. Make sure that you're following our pages for updated information. If you have a question on whether or not one of our listings is accepting voucher, when you've got the picture of the listing and we've got all of the information, if it is accepting voucher, it will say in the description, vouchers accepted. That's something to remember. Yes, you can come in and fill out an application tomorrow. Crystal with a K will be here and she'll be happy to help you do that. 8240 Clara. Pre-applying really is a good way to go, especially if you have a specific area that you want to get in or a building of ours that you specifically want to get in. Pre-applying is a pretty good option because, like I said, some of them rent super quick, and it'll be your best bet. So, all right, I think I'm going to sign off. I hope everybody has a good evening and a good rest of the week. And if you got questions, definitely reach out, message me, message the property management page, and we will do what we can to get you sorted out. So, all right, I guess I will talk to all of you later. Bye.